This is one section of my 6-part flatpicking jumpstart course, which takes you from knowing nothing about flatpicking all the way to playing your first song. This entire course has tabs that go along with each lesson, and I want to make sure you have those. Make sure to click the link here in the video or the description and download the full course guide. It has links to all the videos and the tabs that you will need. Here we are at the all-important Lesson 3 of the Flatpicking Jumpstart course. You've already learned how to hold your flat pick, and you've already learned the importance of a quarter note and that integration with the downstroke. Today, you're going to learn the absolute golden rule of flatpicking, and this is what's called alternate picking, and I'm going to throw the term eighth note around as well. I'm going to use these two interchangeably because the two are connected and they're essential to understand, okay? So in this lesson, we're gonna understand the alternating picking approach in reference to what a measure of eighth notes is counted like. What I mean by that, if you look at a measure of eighth notes in common time, you'd count it like so: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So every numbered beat, as we know from last lesson, is gonna be a downstroke. But here we have these and beats, these up beats. And what I want you to know is that the golden rule of flat picking is this: every numbered beat is a downstroke. Every and beat, or upbeat, is an upstroke. So if we see a full measure of eighth notes counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, in flat picking that would equate to down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's a pretty simple rule, but it's one that I really want you to focus on because once you understand it, it unlocks a huge magical door to the land of flat picking. So to work on this, we're going to do just what I mentioned. We're going to go on each string, E, A, D, G, B, and high E, and we're going to do a full measure of eighth notes on each. Okay, we're not going to fret at all because I still want you to really focus on what your picking hand is doing here. Now you've got the downstroke down. No pun intended, of course. But here we have the upstroke. So remember to use that thumb as a toggle. We're pushing down on the downstroke and pulling up on the upstroke. You don't have to exaggerate it, just be aware of it. So first, we're going to start on that low E. And again, a series of eighth notes here. I'm going to count aloud with it so you understand that integration to the rhythm. Here it goes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Moving to the A string. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Moving to the D, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The B, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the high E. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. This will give you a chance to really, again, get familiar with the strings and get comfortable using that upstroke. It's kind of a goofy thing. I don't want you to fall into the pitfall of trying to do this too fast, because remember that whole tension thing? When you try and do it too fast right off the bat, you get something like this. That's cool if you're in a metal band, but we're focusing on flat picking mainly in the bluegrass style here. So I want you to go nice and easy, very consistent. Again, consistent tone, both with the downstroke and the upstroke, and consistent rhythm. So I want you to get comfortable with this exercise, and then when you're comfortable with this alternating picking approach, the next lesson we're going to begin fretting, and we're actually going to learn the G major scale. You've just finished watching one part of my 6-part flatpicking jumpstart course. This is a course that's going to take you from not knowing anything about flatpicking all the way to playing your first tune. Now, each lesson in this course has a tab that accompanies it, and I want to make sure that you have it. So make sure to click the link here in the video or in the description and download the free course guide. It contains video links to all the lessons and tabs for each lesson. Thanks a lot for checking it out, and I'll see you on the next lesson.